Welcome back, everyone, to the Legaia Reborn remake, retooled, re-envisioned, reimagined. Last session was session 47, Mist on the Water, or on the river. Sorry, I fucked it up. What'd you guys do? Well, what'd you do? You did the red shirts. Fought the Saru monsters that were in the dockhouse, popped out and tried to punch you to death. We took them down pretty easily, and you even got a Saru power out of it. Elemental Destruction Wave, or something like that. You guys patched up your wounds, and you hatched a plan. Over the course of several hours, the party used materials around the abandoned train station to construct 2 hand carts, all the while fighting off small attacks throughout the day. Putting the hand carts to use and proving their efficacy, the party swiftly traveled down the train tracks for about an hour before setting up camp in the trees of a nearby wooded area.
Are we at 60 experience points? Did we get something for that?
Let's
should
see.
be at 140.
140 is what I got. Yeah. What do we call this episode?
But the first one was Murdertrain.
Fair enough. So yeah, you guys, it's getting kind of late at this point. You climb up the trees. You set up your hammocks. You kind of swinging around up there. You're out in the mist, in this kind of little wooded outcropping of trees. Hanging out there. It's been kind of a long day. You've had a few fights. Probably, pretty tired. But you have a moment where everybody's kind of winding down. Is there anything you guys wanted to talk about with each other?
Oh.
Or your Rasaru?
Right off the bat, huh?
I figured I'd give you guys a moment.
I'm asking Siren what his or her earliest memory was.
Oh, well, you see, it's kind of an interesting question because we don't have a whole lot of memory. We're, let's just say, inactive in a form of sleep in the Genesis tree. Of course, that wasn't our original Genesis tree where we hatched and came to life. Well, I actually originated in the Eastern Plains Genesis tree, over where the Knolls lived.
Do we hear this conversation, or is it just between Kaduka and Cyrus?
No, it's when they talk, it kind of broadcasts, the same way that your voice propagates, their kind of mental broadcast reaches out for a short distance.
Okay. So, how did you guys end up in our Genesis tree?
Well, 20 years ago, we got a sort of distress call that, you see, all of the Genesis trees, they connect with each other, allowing us Rasaru connected to the Genesis tree network to talk to each other. And it woke me up from my, it hatched me, really. I hadn't had much of a life before that. I guess my first memories was of that distress call. So I did what I could, and I hopped aboard a bird, and I started flying south to the Genesis tree that is on your island of Ratkenaw. All of us did, actually. We all awoke from various Genesis trees and made our way down there to seek refuge. Um, we knew that it was a lower likelihood that they were going to come looking for us in what they considered a dead Genesis tree.
So does every Genesis tree have one raw saru?
Generally, one Rosaru egg is stored in every Genesis tree.
So
You guys
there's
come from eggs?
7 Genesis trees that we're aware of, and including the raw saru that was on Saeed, that makes 7 raw saru.
Well, the Rosaru that was on Saeed was Eden. Eden was one of the older Rosaru. Very experienced, very long-lived. As a sort of balance, there really aren't too many Rosaru active at any given time throughout all of history, and just as one might be destroyed, another one would hatch and take its place. We were kind of on standby. Eden was an old and powerful Rosaru.
So Bahamut, which Genesis tree did you come from?
I came from the Grainhaven Genesis tree.
Oh, so right now we're kind of going home for you.
I suppose you could say that. I don't have much of a connection, so to speak. But yeah, for me, home is wherever you are, Bree.
Home is where the brie is.
I know it's cheesy. Brie, kind of cheese.
Yes. We got it.
All right, just making sure.
I missed that one, actually.
What about you, Leviathan? Are you from the Short Coast tree?
Well thought. Yes, I did sojourn from the Short Coast.
When you were hatched there, did you have, I don't know if it'd be memories, but were you able to kind of just function as soon as you were born, or did you have to learn?
No, it is ingrained in us. We, much like a baby deer, immediately has to get up and learn to walk and run. We have our instinctual abilities, our language, our ability to assimilate to a creature, or it is all very natural to us. We have a small bit of awareness while in our eggs, but not much.
So, were any of you hatched in the tree in Ratkenaw?
Um, Hades speaks up and says, I have been sitting in the tree in Ratkanah myself. I did not have to travel. I am a Rosaru born of a dead tree, so to speak.
Oh. Right, the tree was brought back to life by, Okay, that makes
Do you
sense.
guys know when everyone else was hatched and came to the rescue of the Rackinaw tree, were your trees alive when you hatched?
Yeah, I think, generally, I mean, it takes a lot to kill a Genesis tree. We don't know what happened to the Rackinaw Genesis tree, but it's, it's got to be something pretty cataclysmic. But yeah, all the rest of us were just kind of waiting in our respective trees.
If we get to Grainhaven and the Genesis tree is dead, the way we woke the Rackinaw tree was by having all the rats chew on it. How will we awaken the Grainhaven Genesis tree in that case?
Yeah, Leviathan speaks up and says, yes, I did think about trying to get your attention when we were around the knolls, but I did not want to bring any attention to ourselves. We didn't know how they would react, so to speak. But we have, as Rosaru, become more powerful in the short amount of time that we have spent with you. Quite a bit, so actually. And as we've talked amongst ourselves, we think our power alone may be enough to awaken a Genesis tree now.
Kind of like a
that's
spark
good.
to kindling.
Exactly. It's a very good analogy.
So the distress call that went out was just like a general alarm. It didn't have any information.
It told us to flee as far southeast as possible. But that was about it. It seemed that the sender didn't have much time. It also takes a considerable amount of power and focus and concentration to send a message that long distance to, well, what we can only assume is all Genesis trees.
Interesting. Hey, Lute, did Eden ever talk to you or Saeed possibly
Nope.
about?
Not about anything.
Gonna
I
stop you right
believe
there.
Insight check on Lute.
I guess loot. Let's see.
Is that a perception in this one?
Yeah, perception is to.
Sense
We'll just
motive.
use. Yeah, sense motive. Thank you. Here's the thing. You don't detect any deception in Lute's statement. Saeed also speaks up and says, yeah, I mean, I really didn't even know what it was that was like stuck to me. I just like figured that was just part of me because like I've never been me before me, you know?
Yeah, he
What is
never
your first?
been him before him.
Saeed, what is your first memory?
Oh man, my first memory was like looking at Lute. I was like, oh wow, she's huge. That is a big rat. And then I was like, well, And then I learned it's not exactly the same thing.
How old was Lute when that happened the first time you saw her?
I don't know, Lute, how old were you when we met?
That's a great
You were
question.
like-
I don't remember.
You're like 12 or 13 or something, I think you told me.
Yeah, something like that.
Didn't mean a whole lot to me at the time because I didn't know numbers.
Did you see any purple?
Purple. Nope. Oh, you mean like that purple goo they were talking about?
Yeah.
No, nothing like that.
Is this where you find out that Saeed is colorblind?
It's more of a gray. No, I don't remember anything like that. It was just like, whoa, I can think now, and whoa, what's this gem on my forehead? And hey, there's a big lady. And then it was like, I would have these thoughts that I was like, yeah, that's my thought. But then, like, eventually I was like, oh, you know what? I don't think those are actually my thoughts. But I just kind of went with it. It would be like, I should take Loot and make sure that nobody finds her. And, like, protect her from the Saru monsters and stuff.
So she did talk to you. You just thought it was your own thoughts talking to you.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of, yeah, I mean, that's one way to look at it.
Did you hear your thoughts originally in a different voice?
I just figured my inner monologue was different, like sounded different. Like, I don't, like when I'm not talking out loud, it's just, I don't really hear anything. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like,
I know exactly what you mean.
just like a calm silence.
It's like what is it? There's the two different conditions. One of them is you can't imagine, like visualize something, but then there's another one where you can't have an inner monologue. Like your brain doesn't work that way, so it's all just instinctual.
Saeed has both.
Oh, poor bastard.
I remember smells. Smells pretty good. Yeah, it's like, cheese.
Is it autophagia? Or something like that? Or synaphasia or something?
Synesthesia is when you see smells.
Yeah, that's crossed wires, but then there's something
Yeah.
else called like something phasia, and I can't remember what the actual part of it is. But that.
I don't remember.
Aphantasia.
Aphantasia, that's what it was.
Oh, it's like the opposite of Fantasia.
Yeah.
What's Fantasia?
Like
The movie.
atypical is,
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think same root. Probably why they named Fantasia. But yeah. Any more questions for the Rosaru while you're sitting here?
Has there ever been a point in history where so many Rosaru have been in one place at a time?
So let's see. Titan speaks up and says, "Yeah, not really like placed in the same spot as far as we know, but like as far as we know, those that wear Rosaru, would often meet each other. So they'd have get-togethers and like meetings and stuff, and like talk about stuff. So as the history says,
All right. So it's just that they've interacted with each other, but not necessarily like all of them at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think it might be kind of like I don't know, like dangerous to have like so many Rosaru in like the same spot, because they would like invite like I don't know. People are, throughout history, like, people like Rosaru have been kind of like, the ultimate weapons. We're like kind of a big thing. We're like we're kind of like watching over the people, and being passed down from one trusted person to another trusted person to kind of like keep the peace and stuff.
Okay, so typically all of them are required elsewhere. It's not necessarily a thing where they're not allowed to go near each other.
Right. We'd hear like through the Genesis Tree network, we'd hear like when they'd be like scheduling, like I'm gonna be in this area, can we meet up or whatever, like couple would talk to each other, kind of back and forth.
All right. When you said
Sometimes
dangerous,
we'd relay yeah.
I
Right,
worried that you were talking about like if we were in one place, we would attract unwanted attention just by proximity or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, the world's kind of changed with the whole mist thing, right? Like, there's not, like, people used to, like, I mean, I'm about to blow your mind, but people used to just, like, travel all over the place, just, like, all the time. And there was, like, groups, like, large groups of people that would, like, there'd be, like, groups of people that try to capture Rosaru, and use them for, like, their own purposes and stuff.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, we are kind of a large group, but we all have our own Rosaru, so...
Yeah, these would be like bandits and stuff, where they like try to sell them or something, It didn't work out
we
too
don't
well
come
for
across
them.
any of those.
Yeah, I don't imagine we will. Like, I think the world's got bigger problems at this point. It never worked out well for them. A group of bandits go up against like a, an Eden, and just get wiped off the face of the earth.
Can
Oh, no.
someone use a Rosaru without the Rosaru's agreement?
Zodiark speaks up and says, "Now, that is an interesting question, because, well, we are symbiotes, and if we do develop personalities and whims and wants, but the longer we are assimilated to a host, we tend, because we share so much, we're empathetic beings, we share so much of your feelings and your thoughts and your emotions, and it is pretty much impossible for us to retain an identity of our own. We're intelligent beings, and for us to be symbiotes, it would be very difficult existence if our wants contradicted that of our host. You see.
Right, so like, well, now that we're attuned, you are becoming more like us. But can you refuse to, like, attune and to become a symbiote to a being?
I do believe it's very possible. It's very possible, especially if we, right off of the, just unattuning from somebody that we had a strong connection with, very possible that we would do whatever we could to keep that from happening. Much like Saru, in absence of the mist, we are essentially, for the lack of a better term, tools to be used by humans. The power of the Rosaru has just been strongly guarded by certain interest groups throughout time.
Okay, so it is possible for someone to steal you and use you.
Very possible.
Okay.
I believe that such an event in the past would have provoked a large reaction from, well, the Ceruvians or the Eclipsans.
But now there's just us.
But now there is just us.
Well, we'll protect you.
I very much hope so. I am enjoying our... Well, it's better than just sitting around being an egg. Let's just say that.
All right, who wants first watch?
I do. While there's a little bit of light left.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. All right. First watch goes off without a hitch as you sit there and you kind of watch the sunset, so to speak, from your vantage point. Do you do anything else while you're on watch?
No, nothing in particular.
Okay. Who do you wake up next?
I will wake up. I'll wake up Thresh.
Wait.
Hello.
What?
You wanna swap?
Yeah, sure.
Nice. Can I use your bag? It looks warm already.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, thanks.
So you settle down and Thresh, you're kind of watching. As you're sitting there and it's kind of the early night, you see two motes of light kind of come out of the mist. And at first, they seem a lot bigger because the light, kind of scatters amongst the mist. You see two big balls of light essentially
Like
coming
getting
in your
diffused.
direction. Yeah. But then you realize as they get closer and closer, there are two kind of pinpoints of light that are kind of like floating not far off the ground and coming in your direction.
I'm gonna quickly wait. Who's nearest me?
Probably Trunks.
Trunks, yeah. I'm gonna wake Trunks up.
Oh,
Trunks, you just fell asleep.
Like, I'm so sorry, but
how long's it been?
do you see that? I'm like, point.
What is that?
I don't know. Should we wake everybody else up?
Maybe. Unless you think maybe just one person. Or could you send your
Yeah,
Rattler?
is my snake ready to go?
Yeah.
The python.
I think, does it have a range? I think there's like a 60-foot range or so that you can send it out.
Actually, open up my snake's sheet.
Oh, sheet.
Pop it out. There we go. Yeah, I don't know where it would say what range I can send it.
I don't either. I'm gonna say
Just roll with that,
it's
but
60 feet, though. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna send my snake out just like quietly, to slither
Alright,
through
yeah.
the mist just to sort of check it out.
It easily puts some distance, between you and it, and just kind of like waiting in the tall grass out there as these things to kind of like bounce towards you off in the distance, and then they stop. And give me a perception check, both of you two.
Is it still there?
Yeah, you see him stop. Thresh, you hear something. You hear him talking. Kind of little high voices. 26 is pretty good. You kind of hear like, "Hey, what's the matter there? Is that a cart? I wasn't there yesterday. Let's go check it out." And then like they kind of do like a 90-degree turn and start heading toward your hand carts that you left out on the tracks out that way.
Just let Trunks know what I heard. Be like, they don't sound threatening.
Are they gonna steal the cart?
Maybe we should go check it out.
Yeah. Not that cart. I worked so hard watching people make that.
I'm just gonna start heading that direction.
I'm also
All right.
I'm gonna sneak though.
Sounds good. Yeah. You start heading that direction through the tall grass. 26 stealth. Great. Perfect. Let me look something up.
I'm also gonna like beckon my snake back to me.
All right. Yeah, the snake kind of back to you.
Just to hang out on my shoulders.
Yeah, it kind of like wraps around your shoulders. Its snake head like here next to your head. As you sneak up, both you and Trunks, through the tall grass, you start to hear some kind of like clinking of like metal and scraping, and like you sneak closer and closer. Thresh, you're out kind of farther ahead, and you get a good peek, and there seems to be two little winged people, just like probably about a foot tall each, and they're like playing with the handcart cranks, and they're like, one is on one, and they like try to get on it like as hard as they can, and they're like flapping their wings like upward to try to push it down, and the other one's trying to push the other side up, and then they kind of reverse, and they're kind of getting the cart to move, and it moves a little bit one way, and then it moves a little bit the other way, and they're just kind of laughing to themselves. And you're watching them just kind of mess with your cart as as they kind of rock it back and forth.
Should we stop them?
I'm just gonna be like, "Hey!" just like really loud.
They go, "Oh, whoa, oh my God, wow, that Saru thingy, he just like scared the crap out of me, man." He's like, "I don't know if I mean, it's got a Saru on it, but like it's not like drooling and like like the rest of them."
Yeah, we're not Saru.
Whoa, it talks. That's crazy.
I mean,
look
we're
how bad
Saru
the mist.
adjacent.
The mist like really fucked this thing up. Look at it. It's all hairy and short and like.
The fuck?
Are they smaller
It's
than
got
us?
like-
I thought they're-
It's got like bones sticking out of his shoulders. Yeah, they're like only like a foot tall. You guys are like 3 feet tall.
3 feet, yeah.
Oi.
And be like, what are you doing with our carts?
Oh, and ask questions.
Also, who you
Yeah,
calling
man, I don't
short?
think it's like a Saru monster. But I mean, like, relatively speaking, like some of these things are huge. You know, you're just like, I mean, like, come on. I mean, like, okay,
Do I know what these things are? Can I use
yeah, go for it.
my esoteric lore?
Absolutely.
We wake up from Thrash shouting.
Yeah, you do. Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna hear up like that.
Sorry, my bad.
Sounds good.
Oh, it's not that one.
That's good enough. That's a success. Interestingly enough, yeah. Yeah, they're pixies.
Pixies. What are a bunch of fairies doing out here?
Whoa, 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 whoa! Hey,
Whoa,
pixies.
Pixies.
Yeah, fairies. That's just like, you know, those are other guys. We're just hanging out. What are you doing out here? I mean, this place is like all this mist and stuff, and you're not like a drooling, smelly monster.
Yeah. I mean, we're just hanging out too. What are you doing? You guys aren't not monsters either.
Yeah, like the Saru, they leave us alone. You know, we don't like they don't do what they do to you things. You know, but like you got them, like you got like some tiny Saru, and it's not like melting your brain.
No, yeah. You could we're like royal, you know, in the community, so we're a little different.
They're kings and stuff. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, okay, you know, whatever. You know, like, at least you're not trying to rip us apart like that violent, like fox monster.
Fox monster.
Yeah, it's just like fox monster out there. What's that?
Jump scare fox monster. Rah!
Was it
Oh, you'll know if you see it. It's crazy. Things like
Was it-
you know,
gray?
yeah, it's got like these kind of gray. It's like got a bunch of like
Ooh.
black wires and stuff, but it's got like gray fur just like poking out like all over the place.
How many tails did it have?
Oh yeah, that's a crazy thing. Yeah, it's got like 4 of these like ghost tails. It's like
Oh.
crazy. It's like just like green ghost tails that come off of it.
Zodiac, what are the chances of taking off a Saru and saving the person again?
I'm afraid removing a Saru, you know, as we've seen personally, and as your people had experimented with trying to remove Saru from people in the past, within the mist, it's a death sentence.
Could we bring one out of the mist to tame it down and maybe figure something out from there?
That does seem like it could be a possibility, but that sounds like a bit of a dangerous proposition.
Might be worth it. Pixie 1, Pixie 2, where'd you guys see the fox?
Hey, I'm Tinkle. He's Binkle.
Yeah, where's the cat in the hat? I'm confused.
He's eating some green eggs and ham. What do you, you know, what do you want from me? What was your question?
Where was the fox monster?
He's just like around. You'll know if he's around because like the floor will get all squishy, and like the sky will get all crazy. It's the plants will get all like, ooh. And then like pretty soon something's like just trying to tear you apart, you know?
Okay.
Feel like the hairs on the back of your neck stand up?
Yeah. Do you have hair on the back of your neck?
I mean, it's Yeah, actually, I mean, it's it's a little bit of peach fuzz back there.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know pixies had hair other than on your head.
We got beautiful hair. And some of it goes down to the back of our neck.
Trunks is taking some notes. Okay. Does the fox monster come out usually during the evening or dawn time or like afternoon or morning or?
I mean, really, it's just like roaming around, just like fucking shit up, like as much as it can. Like, I don't know that it stops.
Okay. I see. I see.
I would not go looking for it.
Right, but it what area should I stay away from to not be looking for it? If I were to
mean,
avoid a certain area, where would
anywhere-
it be?
Anywhere between here and Grainhaven. Yeah, I'd just
Okay.
stay away from this whole area.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, wherever you came from, you should probably just like turn around.
Yep. Okay. And where are you guys from again?
I mean, originally we were from Fae realm, but like we've been here for a long time. Got stuck here. You know, we went. You know, you dive into a pile of leaves and you come out on a different plane, and it's just like, you know, let's check this out. And then we were never able to get back.
Oh, so you guys are stuck here.
Yeah, it's like something like we've tried to like, you know, like plane shift back home. It just doesn't work.
Interesting.
That sounds an awful lot like falling into the back rooms.
Falling where? Oh wait, you're not. You're not here.
Yeah, we're not here.
Anyone who is awake is now probably looked around and realized that a couple people are missing, and you're seeing a couple points of light out there.
All right. Well, thank you for this information. Also, please don't break this cart that we'll be using to travel.
You gonna give us something?
You gonna? Why?
I don't know. You know, so we don't, you know, maybe something happens to your cart. Maybe it doesn't. Yeah, you never know. It could be like, you know, a little accident happens, and all of a sudden your cart, you know, it's just like going down the tracks. Brake came loose. Oops.
Oh, so now you know what this is?
I mean, you know, played around with it. You said stay away from the cart.
Yeah. I didn't know it had brakes.
Oh, we had to take it off. We were trying to get it to move, and it just wouldn't move. And I was like, "What's this?" Oh, hey, look at that.
Well, no, I don't plan to give you anything.
All right.
But if something happens to it, I'm sure we'll be able to give you something afterwards.
So you want us to mess with it?
No.
Yeah, I think that's what they were saying. They want us to take it, and then they'll give us something.
Who's got some arrows?
Did you say that out loud, or are you asking me?
I'm asking Thresh.
Who has arrows?
Yeah. Do you got enough arrows for the adventure that we're heading there? As we make our way toward Grainhaven?
Yeah, I should.
Also, I would like to exploit vulnerability on the pixies.
Okay, what do you do to...
I just want to analyze them, and then essentially because I don't, or actually, do I have to be in combat? I don't think I do.
Well, you've realized based on, you know, just like a good guess, cold iron is something that Fae do not like at all,
Mhm.
and you do have bits of cold iron as part of your, you know, your bag of goodies.
I'm gonna wave some cold iron around a little bit.
Ah! Stop that.
Oh, wait, you don't want this?
No.
I thought you wanted something.
Nope. I'm good.
Oh, now we're okay?
Yeah, I want something else.
Oh, so first you're gonna reject the first gift, and now you're just demanding
Yep.
something else. You're kind of greedy.
Yeah. It is what
All
it
right.
is.
Shoo.
But keep that thing away from me. Alright, you're no fun. We're gonna go play with somebody else. I hope that fox
Good luck.
monster eats you.
I hope you never make it home.
Oh, I actually kind of like this guy. That was pretty funny. All right, let's go. They're just gonna fly away.
I didn't like those guys, Thresh. But they gave us some good information.
Yeah. I guess so. Well, I guess we head back to everybody else.
Yeah, you head back. Everybody else sees you guys come back to the party.
Oh. You guys are all awake?
You guys weren't exactly being quiet.
Did you make some friends?
We were at
Wish that it's
least
still
30
out.
feet away.
Bree
Sorry
just kind of
about
gives
that.
them the look like, exactly, you were that far away and we still woke up.
Thresh, you gotta be more quiet.
Like, I'm sorry, I thought they were stealing our stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, we almost got into a fight. We couldn't be helped. Anyways, I may have a lead on Celine's little brother, Ash. He may have been turned into a large fox monster that now haunts the area between here and Grainhaven. And I don't know, he like warps reality to some degree. Not entirely sure. Got it from some questionable sources.
Those kitsune are all right, but like foxes scare the crap out of me.
Yep. So I think we should be prepared to try to. I don't know if we have a way to capture a Saru monster.
Well, what happens to a Saru monster if the mist just disappears?
They're oh, good point. We could just make this area disappear. Because oh no, they turn to dust.
Oh. So would the same thing happen if we take them out of the fog? Will
No, if they
turn
just
up?
leave the fog, they become docile. The problem is when the tree gets activated, or as it was in Rakkanal, it sent out like a pulse that incinerated everything in the distance as it pushed the fog away. So I'm under the impression that any existing Saru monsters will be zapped with that pulse that pushes the mist away.
So would we have to take him back to Idleshire?
I believe we would have to somehow get him to cross the
Before-
river.
Yeah.
Hades or Zodiac speaks up and says, I do believe that the pulse from the Genesis tree on Ratkana might have been a bit of an anomaly due to its close proximity. It seemed to only destroy Saru material. The few Saru monsters that were there seemed to have died with it, but there may be, as we were talking recently amongst ourselves, do you remember in Ratkana, in the Lurkroot Warrens, there were recently deceased Yosoki. And they were found nearby Saru. there was a possibility that once the area was cleared of the mist, that they were able to free themselves. We're not entirely sure that we're not unsure that can't be repeated if the mist is cleared out by, say, another Genesis tree awakening.
So would it be best to try to take him back to Idleshire, or just awaken the Genesis tree and hope that he comes back to himself?
This is a good question.
If I don't know if this has anything to do with anything, but if a host is like about to die, could a Suru be used to keep that person alive?
That's an interesting thought. You're thinking we interface with a weakened Saru and try to almost remotely control it
Possibly.
to stabilize the host's vital functions.
In a roundabout way.
Also, if it's Ash, if he is controlled by a Saru that is controlled by the mist, he isn't dead yet, right? So if we were to take the Saru off in the mist and he died, would we then be able to revive him with the revive spell that I now have, as long as we had the materials for it? And as long as he was no longer had the Saru on him when I revived him, would that work?
Well, I guess I can say, how long do they have to have been dead?
Let me look up my revive spell.
Because on the other hand, what if he's dead already, and it's just a Saru that was being alive?
It does seem that the majority of the Saru monsters we have encountered have still been living things being piloted by the Saru that is attached to them. We have run across some that seem to be living only in the fact that they have locomotion, but just being puppeted by Saru. But most things seem to be alive, and I imagine that would have to be a distinction we would have to make once we found if this is Ashen. Once we found him.
So they can be dead for a year.
Oh.
But we have to have the body. And it has to be relatively intact.
The problem with removing the Saru forcibly while still in the mist is that it would probably leave by a lot of the those black wires that it runs throughout the body. Hades speaks up and he says, "Yes, Thresh, you know, your medics at your island have seen that these black wires permeate and run through and wrap around all the internal organs, take direct control of the body's processes. Surely something can survive having all of that still inside them. And just cutting away the outside. I think that is how people tend to die when the Saru is forcibly removed."
Yeah, I don't believe anybody has survived a procedure like that.
I would, even with your Ceruvian powers of cheating death, I'm not sure that it would remove all of that debris.
What if we were to claim the power of that Saru while it was unconscious? You know, because once we get the power, it like, ooh, and then it's like not usable anymore. How does that work?
Right, that goes back to what we were talking about before. If we may be able to remotely tap into the Saru and essentially force it to either keep the body alive or force it to remove itself, possibly.
Okay, so that'd be kind of the same thing there.
So we should find this fox creature. Hopefully it is Ash. And knock it unconscious. And then try to override the Saru. If not, bring it back to Idleshire.
I worry about the effectiveness of knocking a Saru monster unconscious, as they are essentially just piloting the body. It seems that applying enough blunt force trauma to actually knock a Saru monster unconscious would mean that we effectively probably destroyed the host's brain.
So how do we attack the Saru without hurting the body?
That is a good question. One I don't think there's an easy answer for. It could be possible that that awakening the Genesis tree may be our best bet. I think trying to transport something that sounds like a very powerful Saru monster alive, even hours back to Idleshire, would be a tall order, and perhaps it's best to just avoid it.
Even if we made a net trap of cables or something like that that would be able to restrain it, it'd probably be only temporary, and like we definitely wouldn't be able to move it without it lashing out at us.
Might try to break the body to get out too.
That's true. It's like, didn't the things that we fought in the hut, like those things were like cutting themselves on the glass and stuff when they jumped through it and everything? Like,
That's true. Yeah,
like there's
they
no
seem
sense
to
of
have...
self-preservation.
Right.
Okay, so I
Essentially,
think we've
yeah.
all decided that our best course of action is to awaken the Grainhaven tree.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, awaken the Grainhaven tree and then track down this supposed creature and hope that it's Ash.
My question is, if we're going to be using the railroads, is that the best way to avoid a confrontation with the wandering Saru?
I mean, just outrun it if we can go faster because we're on the railroads.
What's the top speed on those bad boys you guys made? 5? 7 miles an hour?
About 3 times the speed of smell.
I also don't know the speed of smell. What's that? 2, 2.5 miles an hour?
At least.
I don't know. Let's test it out.
Oh, no. As someone that has had a rat fart in the hood of my jacket, that is awful.
No, seriously, rat farts are terrible. That's so bad.
Loot is very, very quickly assaulted by the smell of a rat fart.
I put on my plague mask immediately.
Wow, speed of smell is pretty fast.
All right, well, we should all continue to try to get some sleep so that we can get moving tomorrow.
Sounds good. I'm running about 3.5 minutes right now.
Yeah,
The
sorry.
rest.
Sorry about that.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just apologizing to Trunks.
The rest of the night goes by very quickly. You get your sleep, or it goes by uneventfully. You get your sleep and wake up the next morning, well rested, still in the tree. Or
Is the
trees.
cart still there?
Yeah, you look out and you can see the silhouette of the cart in the mist, still sitting there on the tracks.
Rishbert's none the wiser because he slept through the whole thing. He just like woke up, stretching, looking over around. It's like, all right, well, that's not a
It
bad.
looks like Pinkle and Wrinkle didn't get into the stuff.
Who?
Oh, don't worry about it. Thresh knows what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
Hey, what's your snake's favorite food?
Just stare at Trunks.
Is it ribs?
Go back to sleep.
Spare ribs. Fuck.
I just like put my snake back in my my cowl and just.
Oh, is that a snake
That's it
in your
down.
pocket?
Really want to knock
Alright,
Trunks
Bria's
out
gonna
right about now.
finish packing up her tent, and she's gonna get moving over to the cart.
All right, you guys pack up your stuff and you head back to the cart, and you set out again, easily making your way down the tracks, continuing on. The occasional Saru monster turning kind of at the last moment to see you and starting to plod towards you. All kinds of twisted creatures. You also see quite a few just normal monsters, and like you pass by some trees, a couple of cloakers try to drop out of the tree on top of you and splat against the ground. As you're going, it's kind of a hilly area, but it kind of does wind between these various hills. Every once in a while, there's just kind of, you could tell they like decided it's just easier if we build a bridge here. You kind of pass over some bridges that were made just for the rail for short periods of time as you continue on.
Hey, are we making good time? Trunks doesn't know how to do math very well.
Yeah, Bree, as you were asked, are we making good time?
Oh, yeah. As far as I know, I thought that was a question for you. I didn't realize that was for me.
I am Dungeon Master.
Yeah. I don't know. Are we making good time? Let me see.
Yeah. The thing is, like it is tiring pumping at this hand cart. So you do have to stop occasionally. You stop when there's not a whole lot of danger around. Yeah. Bree, everybody's impressed by your big muscles and your armor assisted musculature. Trunks also, just that tail of yours is pretty powerful as well. As you guys power yourselves down the tracks, you take breaks every once in a while, but you travel quite a bit faster than you would be on foot. while you are traveling. So when you do run into threats, you are able to just kind of bypass them most of the time.
Awesome.
Are there any areas that look like there's a dark cloud above it in the distance?
Give me a perception check. I'm pulling up a table. You don't see any dark clouds off in the distance from the point where you're at right now.
Okay.
Watching the ground around you, you don't see any like weirdness like they were describing. I think I had. Who did I have roll it? Just gonna roll to see who rolls. Bree, please give me a d12. Ooh, a 9.
9.
9. Yeah. As you continue on, pretty much unabated. Kind of the normal thing. Like I said, most things you're just kind of passing by. But this is what happens. At one point, you are going around one of those hills, and as you go around the hill, you very quickly realize something is on. And I failed to mention this before. I keep trying to remember to mention this. There are actually 2 tracks. There's 2 tracks this whole time from all the way back in the train station. You imagine it's kind of like a going west and going east, right? You know, because you've got trains running back and forth. You don't want them running into each other, right? So you are on the train track that you determined is the one that you're supposed to be on, heading that direction. As you turn the corner, you come upon a couple of abandoned train cars that are just sitting on the other track. In the mist, it kind of comes up on you pretty quickly. Instinctually, somebody probably pulls the brake as you slow down quite a bit coming up on these train cars, but not slow enough to not pass them. But as you do pass them, something that looks like a giant reaper scythe comes down at the train car, narrowly missing, slamming into the ground behind you. As you see a Saru the size of a train car that looks like a giant insect with glowing red eyes that just tried to impale you and everybody else. It has attached itself to the front of the second of the train cars that you overcame, and is now pulling itself along the train tracks, pulling the train cars with it as it starts to give chase.
Oh my god, it's the Tarian.
It's the Tarian! Oh my god, it's gonna kill us!
Grease! Someone's got grease, right? Loot, you have grease? Throw some grease at that thing.
We are going to do another one of the, essentially a chase.
can't believe the Torian is real.
All right, where did I put it? Um, I did want to show you guys, since you're sitting on top of it, that I made train cars
Nice.
Nice.
just by drawing on the map. I thought I did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
All right. So once again, we are at we're in a chase. The thing has started a bit behind you because you've passed it up and are. I assume you guys are now pumping away at the hand carts as hard as you can to try to stay up ahead of this thing as it starts to chase you down the tracks. I'm going to use your tokens also up here to track who has gone and who has not gone. Much like the other chase, you will all get a chance. Oh. I gotta find Rispert's token now. Nope.
I was trying to keep it out from under things, but I kept accidentally walking into it.
It's all right. But every round, of course, you will get a chance to do something and then make a roll. Because, okay, so these rounds aren't 6 seconds, right? So if you need to or want to do multiple things per round, you can. Any amount of like consumables or resources, spell slots, stuff like that you don't that you have to get back eventually, can all contribute to your round, and we'll all just kind of add bonuses on top of whatever you eventually roll. But on your turn you will roll one time. Who is the first as you are rolling down the tracks? Who's the first to do something about this?
I think me.
It is coming after you at a terrifying speed as it uses its giant limbs to essentially pull itself and the train that it's attached to along the ground towards you as fast as it can.
I'm instantly taking shots at it since I am ranged and we are trying to move away.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's a very fast action. You turn around, you take a shot at it.
I would like to get up my truck mode in case I have to take multiple shots. So
Okay.
Position on the tripod, like on the rail of the car.
Absolutely.
Actually, I probably would just hold the arc points on if we made rails.
I was going to say on the middle, depending on how it's constructed, where the pivot is for the actual hand parts of it, like there might just be a fixed part on the top you can rest the gun on.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Nice. Yeah, it what's that?
Attack roll or
Yes. Go ahead and make an attack roll for me. That is a 29. All right. Sorry, I'm looking at something real quick. Uh, 29 is actually going to. Oh, that's a. You rolled a. Oh, you rolled a 10, right? Yeah. So a 29 is you load up a round, bam, you shoot it, tink, it like hits it and kind of reflects off of its carapace. You load up another round, you fire, you keep shooting this thing. It is extremely tough. You are doing your best to try to aim at, joints, like spots you think might penetrate better. And every shot you get off kind of just deflects off of its carapace.
Can I?
You think?
For the
Yeah, go ahead.
Order of being really cool. Can I
Yes.
like hop over onto the other card position there? So I was like,
Absolutely.
So I'm not-
Go
I'm
for
not
it.
Shoot between my eyes.
Yeah, if you want to jump over to the
Out of
other.
way. And then
Trunks, do you let Kaduka push you out of the way?
Push me.
Or get on the other side
yeah.
of you?
Yeah, I think I can still pump with my tail from the other side.
then I'll in seeing that it's heavily armored, I'm gonna ask Trunks, like, look over my shoulder, shout back to him, hey, what should we be doing about this one? That'll be.
Next up, who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Oh,
Just since Kaduga asked me about question, I was
Yeah.
hoping to do essentially an exploit vulnerability or to do that like knowledge check and potentially get some extra stuff on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Ooh.
Oh, all right. This thing is extremely tough. Extremely, it's built tough, right? So, attacking it outright is going to be quite a feat, like to do any actual damage to this thing. But it is not built to be dexterous. It's got a low reflex. It's got a low will, high fortitude, and is in a conventional fight would not be something you could kill. You're fighting like a train.
Okay. Can't kill.
So you're saying we can't kill Thomas the Murder Engine?
Yeah.
Maybe not conventionally.
We can't kill it in a way that matters.
Yeah, I'm gonna relay that information out. And then with this, am I able to tell if it's like essentially mindless or immune to like fears and stuff?
You don't think that it is. Your guess is that it probably isn't, as the more you kind of like see Saru and Saru monsters, they feel a lot like constructs, but
Mhm.
there is a mind there, a brain of some kind that is controlling it,
Okay. I guess for my check, would just using like this be sufficient?
Yeah, sure, for sure.
Okay.
Let's see.
I might not do a lot of damage, but maybe to fear it to slow it down a little.
Can you give me a D20 plus your plus a
My class.
class DC check? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be 9 plus 14, so 23.
All right. So agonizing despair. You do think that you see this thing as it's towards you guys. You go to use that, and it doesn't. It seems to kind of like shake its head a bit, but it doesn't slow its stride any.
Okay.
You think that there's a possibility. You're like, okay, that could have worked, but
Missed
just
it a little
didn't.
bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
unless you got some kind of bonus.
On top of that, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think I'm still just only trained in my. Yeah, I am only trained in my class DC. Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, some of you are trained, some of you are experts.
Expert. That is all I got.
Gotcha. Thresh, did you have something?
Yeah. I would like to cast Carrion Mire in
Hell
front
yeah.
of the creature on the tracks.
I love it. Great. Give me, let's see, what is it? It's a reflex save. Perfect. Give me a D20.
Yeah. Oh no.
And then for you, that is a plus 14. That does work.
Okay.
As you cast this spell and a seemingly endless mass of corpse limbs reach their way up through the train tracks and start grabbing onto its legs, grabbing onto the train as it rolls through. Yeah, you guys start... this thing gets pulled back. You start to make headway against it.
Nice.
Who's next?
I'll go.
There's some. Oh yeah.
I'm going to jump to the back train if possible because I want to do an explosive leap and I don't want to explode anyone. Well, now that the other people are moved, if I do the explosion, it won't hit Thresh or Trunks, right?
It's a 5-foot radius.
Well, it doesn't really even... Here, I just clicked it. It's normally you're supposed to aim it at the ground in order to explode yourself 50 or 30 feet in the air.
Yeah.
But if I explode it like toward the side, will it just give a little boost of speed?
Absolutely. Give me a D20 roll, please. And you get a plus 14.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. It does work very well to give you a boost of speed. Bree, you retool the explosion in the moment to give you a sustained, like a more of a sustained burst as it rockets you down the tracks. Risprid or Loot? One of you guys? I think Risprid, you had spoke up earlier.
Yeah. Was gonna see if I can basically use like an elemental water blast, but as cold, and try to like freeze up the joints to make it kind of clunky. So like while it's in the carrion mire, it gets more gummed up because it can't actually like pull through it. Should I do a one action blast or?
Yeah, that works.
Okay.
There we go. All right, one action elemental blast. Yeah, great. That is. Yep, that's gonna work for sure. Yeah, it slips a few times as it tries to catch back up with you. It yeah, like all the mechanism by which it's pulling itself across is hampered by the freezing of some of the joints on the tracks.
Sweet.
Loot.
I cast grease.
Grease. Yeah. Oh, reliable. Yeah, I love it. Please give me a D20. And you get a plus 16. Ho ho ho! Yeah, that's a crit success. As well as this thing falls farther and farther behind you guys. Yeah, it's slipping on ice. It's slipping on grease. It's being grabbed by undead hands coming out of the ground. This thing is being slowed down a lot. But with that being said, it does clear those obstacles, especially the grabbing hands, which is a static, effect that was compounding all of the other successes, and it starts to gain a foothold as you get to like more of a flat, straightaway. It starts to pull ahead. I thought it moving 6 spaces ahead would be thought it would catch up pretty quick, but you guys seem to have kept it at bay. And now we enter into round 2. And of course, like as is, in all like kind of non-combat scenes like these, feel free to, get creative, which everybody has so far. Go for it.
All right. Richbert would ask if that thing if the cars on it would have the same type of like braking mechanism that this thing has, like an engageable mechanism.
It might have something external. What are you thinking?
If I were able to quickly board the one of the back cars and engage the brakes on the car itself, and then make my way back to the cart, would that be feasible?
I love it.
Because if I can try to basically jump off to the side here and run down the track away from it outside of its reach, and then get onto the car, I can dive and breach back onto the wagon or the train car.
Yeah. So this is going to be, what would you rather roll? Would you rather roll a perception to try to find something like that, or I don't know if you have any kind of like engineering or crafting or something like that.
I guess perception, because I'm not good at any kind of crafting or anything like that. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here.
You jump off. Do you like jet over to it, or
yeah? Oh yeah, because
nice.
I can actually use burning jet now to actually sustainably like move instead of just kind of bursting, right? Not fly, but like.
Yeah, like horizontal for sure.
Oh, it's because my stride goes up to 60 feet instead of 40.
That's right.
At level 6. That's what it is.
Yeah, so you're a lot faster.
Yeah.
You jump off. You burning jet to this train as the wind is whipping through your hair, and you're hanging off the side of this train, and you look around. You get between the train cars, and you see a bit of a manual lever. You reach down, you pull it as it engages some of the brakes. All almost slamming into the car in front of you as it brakes suddenly.
But if it does that, like the second it like throws me at the wall, could I do the dive and breach like through the wall and popping up behind the?
I love it. Yeah, you go slamming toward the wall, whoosh, through the wall, out of the floor, back up into the cart.
Hell yeah!
I love it. That slows it down considerably. That was a great idea.
I like the idea that he doesn't know how to really use dive and breach properly. It's more of like a survival instinct of, oh shit, I'm about to get hurt.
That's so great. Who's next?
I don't really have a lot of range stuff. Can I
You
kick it into
can-
overdrive and pump really fast?
100%. Pretty much what I
Yeah.
was just about to say. I love
I'm gonna
it.
help. I'm gonna help you with that.
Cool. Both of you give me athletics checks.
Cool.
You both get the action shading on your face, the like hard shading when you're serious.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That is great. Yes, both of you start pumping even harder. Like everybody's like kind of continuously pumping, but you guys just start really going at it. That back cart is really pushing. Well, I guess Bree's pushing in the front with the jets. But yeah, you really start going at it. Perfect successes for both of you. Bree, Kaduka, or Loot?
Okay, magnetic acceleration can take a small metal object, and huck it somewhere. Or you magnetize a small metal object and launch it away from you at massive speed. I want to try to wedge. I'm sure there are small metal objects everywhere around here, like on the tracks.
Yeah.
Can I try to wedge it under the wheels to like break them, like to stop the wheels on the train that's trying to follow us from moving?
Absolutely. Yeah, give me a d20. That is a 28. Absolutely. So you find some degree of success in doing this. The train is huge. It's got a lot of momentum. And you just start magnetizing pieces of metal to fly into just like debris and scraps that have fallen off like the train or other things that you find lying around, just firing them into the wheels. And yeah, does a bit to slow the train down. The terrain. Kaduka or Loot?
Can I cast haste on Trunks?
Yes, I love it.
Make him do the thing faster.
Yeah, Trunks, you get a burst of energy.
Actually, can I cast it heightened on everyone?
Let's see. So you have to be able to cast a 7th level spell yeah. But yeah, you can cast it on Trunks. If you want to do repeated casts, like if you want to cast it on a bunch of people, you can. It's up to you. If you want to use those spell
try
slots.
to do it as much as possible.
All right. Great. How many times are you going to cast it?
Twice. I'll do one on Trunks and one on Thresh.
Got it. All right.
Was there in overdrive?
Excellent. So let's see. How am I gonna? All right. So you cast those. Is there anything else you want to do other than that? I'm like wondering if I can just give them like big bonuses to stuff that they do from now on, or I can have you roll a spell casting check also to kind of determine how effective it is.
That was all I had planned.
Okay, give me a d20 roll.
This is to go
Excellent.
even further beyond.
To go beyond plus ultra. Yeah, so it's a 16 plus 17 is a 33. Oh yeah. I keep trying, like, I didn't intend on having to move the cart on the map, but you guys are putting so much distance between this thing.
We're pulling out all the stops. It's probably a horrible sound that we can hear from its direction. Just like the loud screeching of like the tires that are locked up on one of the train cars.
It's horrible. Kaduka, what do you do on your turn?
I will throw
You're muted.
I will throw a grenade.
Hell yes. Yeah, please give me probably just a DC check, so D20. Oh, okay. That, I mean, like, 15 is about the average roll that you guys have rolled. Like, since starting this. You guys have been rolling really high. Yeah, look at that. 15, 17, 16, 18, 19. Oh, there's an 11 and a 9. Yeah.
I could change that.
Watch me. Excellent. Yeah, you throw the goo grenade, just adding to everything else. But most of the wheels are locked up now due to the goo, due to the brakes, due to the metal in the wheels, and it starts to fall behind even farther. On average, that is.
I got something.
Go for it.
So I was reading Burning Jet again. So what I have now is that I could either stride up to 60 feet or I can use leap in any direction up to 40 feet. So I have the ability to fly with it, but the thing I get at 10th level is that I can hover there. Right now, if I launch myself into the air, I drop.
Gotcha.
But what I'm wanting to do is actually brace with my back on the cart, and then just start bursting to try to make us jet propelled.
Absolutely. Give me a D20.
And then
You get a plus 16. That does help. Pushes the cart forward.
Sweet.
You just burning jetting as hard as you can as you propel this cart ahead.
I was tempted to hero point that, but I had a very bad feeling that it was going to turn into a nat 1.
I mean, I think you should. I think you should hero point it.
No.
It can only.
It can only get funnier. Is that what you're about to say?
Yeah. It can only get funnier. It can only get better for me.
You convinced me. Oh, okay. 11 there.
Yeah. 9. 11.
If it turned into a nat 1, I don't know what kind of muscle I could have pulled to have made it fail, but
Your funny bone.
Yeah. Yeah, some kind of some
My Ella
muscle
muscle.
you didn't know. Yeah, your Ella muscle.
Oh no, I pulled my gate.
Who is going next?
I think Bree would also probably just try to use her athletics to pump really hard to just keep it going.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, give me an athletics check. Excellent. All right, so it is at this point that the creature lets go of the trains. And it picks up speed. It picks up a considerable amount of speed.
Oh no.
And ends up right there.
Oh.
Who is going next?
Hey Bree. Does this thing look like it's made out of any kind of metal you've forged before?
I don't know. Can I make like a crafting check to try to figure
Yeah,
it out?
or Saru anatomy. It looks like it's made out of Saru material. So generally is not magnetic, is not technically a metal. It's more of a, if anything, it's more of a chitin.
Okay.
Hmm.
But I know a lot about Saru materials, so would I know the best way to affect it?
Yeah, has she like crafted with it or like forged with it before and such?
Yeah, she's worked it.
Hey Bree, is the failure point temperature something we could reach? Like how hot do we need to make that thing to make it soft?
Yeah, like I mean, heating it up could, depending on the Saru, it could cause it to soften up for sure.
Okay, didn't we have some fire arrows?
You've rolled for it, but nobody actually bought any.
Oh.
Knowing this, can I have 2 of these?
Okay.
Does I throw one of them?
All right, you want to throw one?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Sure. Is this going to be as... Okay, so it is like a train car-sized creature, and you're throwing a vial
Right.
of the alchemist fire at it. Go
I'm
ahead
trying to
and...
target one of those spots to get the persistent fire to maybe that we were talking about.
Yeah, we need
Gotcha.
to. We
To
can't
heat it
just
up.
like keep heating up spots on it. If we do this, we have to heat up one spot to like weaken that spot.
Right, which is why I
Right,
got
so you
persistent
are-
fire damage, right?
This is
Yeah.
you're really trying to be precise with this.
Yes,
So
I
yeah, go ahead and roll. What do you think? Like an attack roll, or
Yeah, I guess probably attack roll would make the most sense.
yeah, that works.
Using Dex probably since I'm throwing it.
Probably, yeah.
I'm really good at this. Here we go.
Ooh,
Hold up. That doesn't include my modifiers, but I am also
Right.
going to hard point that. So,
okay.
because I am trained or I think I'm an expert in. Well, does throwing an item count as like an attack for like simple weapons or martial weapons for these?
I mean, I think throwing just an object is pretty simple.
Okay.
It's probably one of the first weapons ever invented. Throwing
Probably,
stuff.
So
yeah.
let me roll this again.
Oh, no.
That is unfortunate.
All right.
You
I don't
chuck
think
it
any
and
modifiers can be better.
it ducks just enough that the hit is shallow enough that it goes tink, and it like unbroken bounces off the top of the crest of its head and then hits the ground behind it and busts open.
All right, guys, that was a test there. I'll get him next time.
You can throw another one if you want.
I'll throw my second one.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, that's better.
Um,
My
Yeah,
modifier doesn't matter. Okay.
yeah. So you've got, let's see, at least another 8 on top of that.
Yeah, plus 4 for
Plus
being
4.
expert.
Yeah, so that's a 28 total.
Yeah.
Yeah, you splash this thing with alchemist fire, and yeah, it starts to it sits there and burns, especially as the wind hits it and feeds it. We will count that toward it heating up.
See, I told you guys.
As you guys seem to be, coming up with a coordinated solution. Who is up next?
I'll go.
All right.
Just for fun, I'm gonna cast Void Warp and see what happens.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it. Give me a D20.
Good.
Ooh, 18. That's pretty good. 18 plus, I think, 14. So 32. Use the Void Warp, and as you kind of send this void negative necrotic energy toward it, you do slightly see a discoloration on one part of it, and but doesn't seem to have much of an effect on it. It looks like if hitting like the same repeated spot, you think you may be able to wear down the physical, kind of fortitude of that spot until it breaks. But at the moment, it doesn't have an effect.
Okay.
And you also think that this thing is so big and there's so much to it, and it is so hard and defensive that it may be kind of a tall order to for this necrotic energy to work on it.
Gotcha.
Kaduka, you got anything or loot?
You got any incendiary shells?
I can toss another grenade.
Okay.
I don't have anything different that I think would be effective.
Gotcha.
But I'll throw another goo grenade.
Okay. So that you throw it at it, and it does hit one of its legs, but now it's just got a sticky leg. As it doesn't have any wheels anymore, but it just didn't hit low enough for it to like also stick to the ground and slow it down. Loot.
I would cast Tortoise in the Hair.
Tortoise and the Hare. Let's see. Ooh, I love it. Nice. Please give me a D20 roll. Now it is a fortitude save. Okay, so as you start to use your primal nature energies to try to draw energy from it and give it to your allies, you find this thing to be extremely resistant to your magic. That is going to be a fail. Do you want to hero point it or anything?
It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, so as you just like really bear down and try to draw that nature energy out of it, and you just feel just pure resistance on the other end. This thing catches up to the train car and reaches up one of its arms and swipes down, attempting to smash the car. You guys see it start to swipe down. This is bad news for your cart. Does anybody do anything in reaction?
Bree, shield block.
Yeah, shield block for sure.
Bree, you jump in front of this thing as this tree limb sized scythe comes smashing down at you. Let's see.
If you can dodge a train,
You can block a hand.
what?
Your, by the way, your cart has 50 hit points.
And how many do I need to pass this train?
Well, you don't want it to become broken, so you don't want it less than 25. But it swings down and it does 30 damage. Now, the force of the limb is coming down. It's hitting Bree. It's smashing Bree into the cart. It's kind of partially hitting the cart on the edge at the same time. But it does. Bree, go ahead and what is your hardness to your shield?
8.
8. Got it. So Bree, you and your shield both take 22 damage, and the cart is going to take 11.
I have a solution. Not
What is that?
a smart idea, though. I'm gonna burning jet onto the onto the top of it near where the fire's burning, and
Okay.
try to apply direct flame,
I love
just
it.
like a blowtorch.
Give me that attack roll.
Since I'd be super close, it'd be essentially a melee blast.
Go for it.
Where?
You get up there. It is extremely hard to keep your balance. As this thing is jostling around, you are you going to hero point that at all?
Sure.
Go for it.
I also mentally prepared myself to be making acrobatics checks on this thing. Oh, damn it.
Oh no. All right, so that's a 19. All right, so you are attempting to blast this thing. There's very little spots to actually hold on to, especially since you're kind of near the spot where it's burning, and you're not totally effective at applying your fire to this, but you do get some shots off. But it and it is heating up for sure. I'll put him in the back. There you go. You should be able to put yourself on
Yeah.
top. There we go.
But now is he a little less focused on the on the handcart?
He seems. That's a good question.
Like, is he gonna start trying to take swings at me, or can he reach up here?
D20, 11 or higher. He isn't distracted at all. Lower than that, he's a little distracted. All right.
Oh,
He's a
both
little
at 8. I
distracted.
thought you were asking for me to roll it.
Well, it turned out.
Destiny decided that 8 was the number.
Who is next?
Would my shield block have counted as mine, or can I do
Nope.
something else?
You can do something else.
Can I attempt to repair the cart as we travel?
I love it. Yes. Right. Yeah, you see some bent stuff. You think you can try to wrench it back into place. Some hinges that popped off that you think you can quick weld. Go ahead and give me a crafting check.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Oh my god! Seriously.
Oh no! Yeah, you try. You're trying to weld this thing into place, but this arm attached to this bracket is just flopping around a bunch, and you're trying to get a hold of it. You're trying to hold it in place as you're looking up at this creature that is, effectively it hasn't stopped. It tried to slam down on you, and now Rispet's jumped up on top of it. It's still trying to kill you. Who's next?
Oh. So typically my amulet's reaction gives resistance to another creature.
Okay.
Would I somehow be able to use it to prevent perhaps the next incentive damage from this thing from attacking us? Like for example, Bree Shield's blocks, right? Would I be able to help reduce the thing she takes, so then she reduces how much damage comes down onto the cart?
I'll allow it.
By, proxy, I guess?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
And depending on if you use that as your roll, maybe it turns out even better if you roll high.
Okay, yeah. Let's do that then.
Okay. You hold aloft your esoteric thing. Was your amulet, right?
Yeah, the amulet. It's the one
Nice.
that we got from the collapsed mine.
Go ahead and roll a class CC check.
Alright, I'll just... Can I actually just press the class DC button? No,
That would be nice.
it would be nice.
There really should be, because you have to roll these class CC checks for, say, counter spells and stuff.
Yeah.
So why isn't that a thing? I don't know.
I will use my last hero point
Okay.
for this.
Oh.
Plus 14, so 23.
All right. Yeah. You think it's gonna have about the normal effect?
Okay. I guess I'll just pull it up for reference for later.
Gotcha. But it will. How much does it block?
It'll be 10.
10. Okay. So that's significant.
Yeah.
Thresh, or Kaduka, or Loot. One of you three.
Is there anything that's currently linking the cart to this beast now, or no?
Not your cart. It has let go of its train cars that it was pulling behind it. But not at the moment. It is repeatedly trying to smash down on your cart with its limbs.
I'm gonna tell everybody in the immediate vicinity to get down, and then I'm gonna throw my snake by spinning it by the tail.
I love it. All right, go ahead and make just make a D20 roll.
Okay. Oh no.
Oh no.
Hero point.
Now you hero. Yeah, I'm gonna hero point that.
Go for it.
I haven't used any of my hero points.
Oh no, that poor snake. I felt so bad for that snake.
Yeah.
Also, poor Risprit's snake. Just the fact that that snake gets flung at the camera is it's just the perfect trajectory.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to throw your snake, and you almost completely miss the thing. The snake, at the very last second, clamps down on like the back of the creature and is just kind of flapping in the wind like this, like a tail.
Oh. At least I didn't lose it.
What did you throw? My head was down.
Kaduka or Loot?
I'll. I guess not. I guess more defense tactic is I'm going to use my smoke screen or smoke curtain.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you fire that off as it like goes to make its next strike.
Yeah, I'll shoot it like in front. Try to.
Got it. Yeah, give me a d20 roll. All right, so that's a 24. So what ends up happening is you fire that off, and as it goes to attack you, it kind of loses track of you and slows down instinctually to kind of follow the smoke cloud and ends up falling behind a bit. But not much. It has had a very successful round of keeping up with you guys this time. Loot.
I'm trying to think of anything that would be useful. Can I try casting Timber?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. Timber. You literally create a small dead tree that falls over on somebody in its path. That's great. I love it. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me. And it's a reflex DC. This thing is not good at reflex DCs.
Yeah, I was hoping I could have something that wasn't a fortitude.
Yes, that is a decent roll. Plus, so that's a 30 against. So it's not quite a crit. It's almost a crit. But you knock it back some more as it stumbles over, almost launching Risprit off of its shoulder. Risprit, it does take one swipe at you.
Can I make an acrobatics?
It's going to make an attack roll.
Oh.
Ooh, okay. It got a 32.
Oh, no.
Which isn't a crit, so that's good. This thing is...
What type of damage is that?
It is slashing.
Does this help?
It does. So you double... Okay, so it's your level. So 8. Alright, so you take 27 minus 8, 19 damage.
That's pretty good.
as it clips you by virtue of the fact that you block it with a wall of water.
You said 19 damage, right?
27 minus 8, 19. Yep.
Okay, yeah. I heard a bunch of numbers and then I realized, I was like, wait a second, I need to be keeping track of which of these numbers is the important one.
It is going to try to slam down on the cart again.
I will again try to shield block.
Gotcha. Ooh, it didn't. All right. So that is a. What is your AC?
With shield, 29.
Excellent. Yeah.
Plus 10 resistance.
Right. So that's a 35 damage minus 10, so 25, minus 8 for your, which is 17. So Bree and your shield take 17 damage.
Pretty sure my shield is broken now. Then.
Okay. And the cart is still going to take 8 damage. Round 5.
I'm gonna try to fix the cart again.
Go for it.
Is there any way I can use that magnetic thing to, like, help fix the cart?
You already used it once, right?
Yeah. It's a cantrip. Or I don't know what it technically is. I have it in my cantrip.
It's a Saru power, right?
Yeah.
Then you only get to use it once a day. You can use it twice, but you risk losing it permanently.
Never mind.
There we go. That is yeah. What is that action actually called? I forget. Is it just repair?
Let me check.
I think it's just repair.
Yeah, and you can do it as a 3-action thing now, right? Do you have quick repair? You do.
Yeah.
So you can repair something as 3 actions. So this is definitely something. Normally, repair would take you 10 minutes, but
But
and
she's a
you're
MacGyver.
master. Yeah, and you're a master crafter, right?
Can we be
Yes,
master
yes,
at this
I am.
level?
At 7.
Oh, 7, okay.
Yeah, well, for most people, it's going to be 8 because you don't get a skill up, I think, until then. But as an inventor, I think I know the quickest you could ever become a master at anything is 7. And as an inventor, she got master at 7, I think.
Oh, okay.
I am a master.
Oh, yeah, I'm a master in something too, so.
So it only takes me 3 actions.
And that's 20 hit points.
Oh.
Oh shit! So it's back to full health.
Full health.
Oh.
As you quickly weld things and patch things up, your shield is broken, but you've got the cart back at full.
Seeing that Bree's shield is broken, can I take off my buckler and spend like my entire turn like helping her take hers off and then putting my buckler under her?
Yeah, sure.
So that way she has another shield to work with.
You now have another shield, Bree. What's the hardness of the buckler?
It's only 3 and it's only got 6 HP, but
Oh, well, you automatically get the rune for.
oh yeah, the not resilient, but the
Is it resilient? It might, or that's
Reinforcing.
saving. Reinforced. Yes, resilient is saving
Reinforced.
throws, right?
let me give that to this then. So that changes the HP, so it's a 58, and the hardness is 6 in that case.
Gotcha.
So yeah. Hey, Aubrey, back up. Because I
Great.
don't have shield block.
Oh, okay.
I have a shield to use in case I'm raising my AC, but
Yeah.
I can't block.
Is there anything you want to roll for?
Can I do that roll again to see if I can increase my effectiveness of my next reaction?
Yeah, go
amulet
for it.
thing again? I think that's most helpful right now. So 28.
28. Great. Yeah, that's successful. That's right. It's a success. So if it was a crit, I was going to give you a little extra something, but
Oh, if it was a crit. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Because it already has like it gives you
Yeah,
something
I guess
even
it's-
if you succeed.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
But I was gonna do something extra special. Thresh, Risprit, Kaduka, or Loot?
I got something.
Go for it.
So Rispert seeing the burst hitting around the area, but not quite doing enough focus, so he's going to use Flying Flame
Nice, I love it.
and basically have the projectile shaped like a railroad spike. So it's like a pointed nail, like that's red hot, and essentially bouncing it repeatedly off of the one spot, like focusing.
I love it. Give me a D20 roll.
Come on, D20. Oh no, is that good enough?
Well, you are targeting his reflex. That is good enough. That is a success. It starts to slow down a bit as it's kind of fighting with you, and you're just starting to just like blast this spot with heat, which starts to melt.
Oh, good.
Up ahead, you see something. You see the tracks on the terrain's side. Both the tracks are going over one of those bridges. You see that the track on the terrain side is broken.
Oh,
You're not sure if it has noticed it yet.
I don't think Rispert has noticed because he's so focused on just hitting the same spot. He's like zoned in.
Everybody else, or anybody who wants to notice it, can notice it.
Bree notices it.
Risprit!
I feel like you'd have to yell pretty loud for him to hear you over the roaring flames. Because it's all being fueled by like the air, how fast we're going, right?
Kaduka. Shoot him.
What?
Lightning. yeah, that's what I meant. I can write a note on your bullet. There's no time.
It's at this point, because the mist, you can't see all that far in the mist, and it's just like you're coming up on this section of broken railing. You have enough time to warn Risprit if anybody wants to. Risprit, you see this hole in the track essentially coming up ahead of you. The Saru seems to not notice it at the moment as it's swiping at you and it's swiping at the track and it's chasing. As you come up on the hole in this track, what do you do, Risprit?
Since it's focusing more on me than the hand car, Rispert would be waiting till the last second before like burning jet off of there.
You wait until the last second. You burning jet as it swipes at you, and then turns at the last moment to try to stop itself. It tries to apply its own brakes metaphorically, tumbles, falls, crashes through, destroys even more of like the wooden supports supporting the bridge that collapse down in on itself as it slams face first into the hill on the other side, causing a bunch of rocks to like tumble down. You look down and you see like a hole that you've like melted into it as it's scrambling, trying to get a foothold as it's this loose rock and soil underneath it are just slipping under it. You all get the distinct feeling that if you were going to land a victorious killing blow against this thing, you might have the time to do that at this moment.
Oh, Kaduka, take the shot.
You go to aim down and you shoot. Bow, bow. As you do, this thing is thrashing around. It's making a bunch of noise. There's rocks and stuff. You think you could get lucky at one point, but it would be great if somebody could get this thing to stay still for just a second. I want everybody to pull, even if it exceeds the normal capabilities, but still kind of fits the flavor of your character. Feel free to dig in deep and like anime group finish off this giant Saru.
My snake is still hanging off the back of this thing, right?
It is.
Yeah, so sort of have it fling its body around and maybe like wrap around one of its legs or
the
more.
snake is able to wrap around across two of its legs and kind of like bolo it and
Cool.
trip it as it kind of falls forward a little bit as it's still struggling.
Bree is gonna phase bolt and try to like open up the hole a little bit more so that other shots can get in.
Yeah, as
Bigger
you like
opening.
you point Bahamut down at it. Bahamut opens up like a slot opens up which like glows the white light, and you fire it, hits this thing in the misses the hole, but it hits this thing in the head, which bounces its head off the, and you continuously charge and just pound this thing with phase bolts.
I'm gonna do the same thing again of a water blast, but sees it as ice.
Okay.
It looks like it's got joints between like the upper portion of its body and like lower. So basically, trying to freeze the joint between like its back and the part of the train car that's like jammed down in the ravine, so that it can't move very much, like left to right.
You start freezing its joints, and at one point it strains so hard that it snaps one of its own legs off. As you continuously start to pound this with cold. Loot, what kind of earth magic like stuff do you do to this thing?
Loot would try to summon like a variety of different like vines and thorns and flowers and whatnot. Try to like grab on to the bug thing.
Absolutely. A bunch of vines whip out of the ground and start wrapping their way up like a really like invasive kudzu that like snags onto this thing's legs, and then multiple vines kind of whip over and tie it down to the ground and pull it. With one last pull, it kind of gets pinned to the ground, having its legs otherwise disassembled. And Kaduka, you line that shot up. And as you do, you see like a translucent image of a like a beautiful humanoid woman with hair that seems to be floating in the water, up and away, kind of wrap her arms around you from behind and hold onto the gun with you. And as she does, holographic like after images of the gun extend out and make it into this like badass, like it basically makes it into like twice as big that like a 50 caliber like a rifle kind of thing. As you aim down and you fire with the added force, the Saru helping shoots into this thing, and you blow a hole right through that spot, out the other side, maybe unbeknownst to you, straight through the Saru's power core as it falls and collapses into the dirt.
Oh. Well, that was almost
That was
very
the
bad.
easiest fight all day.
It was the only fight today.
Bree,
Wow. Then am I wrong?
sorry. Bree looks at her broken shield and her missing hit points, and she's like, "Yeah, super easy." And then she sits down and starts repairing her shield.
Yeah, I'm gonna call my snake back and just sort of check it out, make sure it hasn't been damaged.
The snake seems fine. You all feel weirdly powerful at the moment.
Since this was a Saru, does it have an ability we can absorb?
You feel
Like summon
that it might.
train? Maybe we can summon a ride.
Maybe it'll go faster if we're pumping our train. Let me do my Saru ability thingy.
Woo!
You are able to successfully extract the Saru core programming from this Saru and add it to your abilities that you've got.
Okay, what does it do?
We will discuss that next time
Oh.
No!
on the adventures of the Nadava.
Dun dun.
Dun, dun. Yay! I hope you guys had fun.
I still can't believe we actually encountered a real Turian.
Yeah. I just thought it was too funny to pass up. I was like, build up this, it's like a little meta joke of like, oh, maybe there's this monster out there. I've heard of this Turian. And then there was.
It just goes to show you the DM's always listening.
The funny thing about this is I already knew this kind of thing existed in the world.
Oh.
Like this is something I already kind of had planned, but the idea of using it to like actually attack you guys with was kind of based on what you all said.
Shit. The fears became real.
Because as it turns out, this happened. This kind of thing existed in the original game too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's how they got around.
It's really funny too because I know nothing of this world or like the subject material it's from.
Yeah. Well, cool. Thanks everybody. Thanks for adding all of your creativeness to this combat. I felt it. It didn't seem to get stale at all. You guys were pulling. I don't know if anybody did anything the same twice. So that was fun.
I should get more things to throw for ranged stuff. That's what I've realized.
Yeah, it's hard for me to like play something without a ranged option.
Like a boomerang.
What was your cantrip?
Days.
Oh, it was days. That's right.
Yeah, which I guess is suitable here. I didn't really think about that.
Yeah, I was like, because when I picked out your guys' cantrips, everyone that didn't seem to have a ranged option, I gave a ranged option to with the
Yeah,
cantrip.
that's fair.
Like, you know. But anyway. Yeah, thanks guys. Bye stream.
Bye.
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 Bye.